So today I'm gonna go over the 5 things I hate about the Dodge Demon. What's up YouTube? Back again with another video. Today I wanted to go over a few things on the Demon that I would have done differently if I was designing the car. There's a couple things, not necessarily I hate, but things that I think could have been more thought out and improved for it being, you know, $100,000 car when it's all said and done. There's just a couple things that I noticed that they could have done better and or added to this vehicle. The first thing I don't like about the Demon is that it doesn't come with a trunk light. You know, I've mentioned this in my other video that if you're not in a garage or somewhere with light, it's very hard to see if you've got something back here. Let's say you have your crate insert back here with your wheels and jack and all that, and it's dark out and you're out racing or something. You got to bring out a flashlight and just to see what you're doing. I know they were trying to save weight everywhere they could, but I don't see why they couldn't have added a little LED light underneath here, so that when you open the trunk, you got some sort of light back here. I know some guys on the forums and other YouTubers are putting LED, lights in the trunk, whether it's just a stick-on battery light or they wired something in, but it definitely needs a trunk or cargo light rather back here. The second thing that kind of gets to me, being that this is a $100,000 car, the door plating here, the kick panel. I mean, that's the same kick panel they use in like a 2003 Chevy Cavalier. I mean, they could have done a better job on that, put a nice Demon logo there, or just touch that up a little bit. And again, I know they're trying to save weight, and I know we got this car optioned out more than most. I know a lot of people didn't order it with full interior, and they want it, as light as possible. But I mean, when you're spending, $89,000 plus tax on a car, I feel like it should have those luxury qualities. Even my Charger Hellcat has a better looking kick panel than this, but that's another thing that kind of gets to me on this car. A third thing that gets to me is the windows. They are auto down, but they're not auto up. So when you if you press the button down, it goes down on its own. But if you wanted just the one click up, it does not go up on its own. You have to hold it. And again, this is a little petty, I know, but I mean, Dodge Darts, $20,000 cars have auto roll-up windows. I don't know why maybe it's just a Challenger thing, I don't know. But yeah, that there kind of gets to me, and that's one of the things I hate about the Demon. This next thing isn't a huge deal, but they went back to the future on the fuel cap, and they went back to a twist cap for the fuel. Here's why I don't like that, is because it just hangs and dangles and will scratch the paint when you're at the pump filling up. They do have a little hook on here for you to hang it, but it's rather cheesy and still is very close to the paint. On my Hellcat Charger, there's the new style filler neck where there's no cap. You just push the nozzle right through the hole and fill it up. I don't know why they went back to this design. I'm assuming it's because this isn't a locking fuel cap door. I know on the Chargers, which I'll go over and show you, it's a locking door. You have to unlock the fuel door from inside the car and it pops open. But that's the only reason why I think they went back to this style. But that's one thing that, I feel like they could have redesigned and, put the new style filler cap, head on the car. But I do like the way the fuel door looks. It makes it look old school. I do like that look on there. But yeah, that's another thing that kind of bothers me on this one. So as you can see on the Charger, the fuel door is a locking door. You can't just open it up from outside the car. You have to unlock it from inside the car. Actually, there's a button here you press. There's a little fuel door, there's a little fuel pump on there, and you just press it, and then it unlocks and pops the fuel door open. And then this is that capless system I was telling you about. Basically, you just stick your nozzle right in that hole and don't have to worry about a cap dangling, or it's a better system, in my opinion. But then again, I believe on the Challenger, they didn't go with this just because it's not a locking door. Again, this next thing isn't something I necessarily hate about the Demon, but it's something that I feel like they could have added to make it just, to top it off under the hood. They did a very good job at polishing the underside of the hood and making the engine bay look very nice. However, I feel like they missed a spot here. They didn't put a strut tower cap on top of these bolts. Now I'll go over to my Charger Hellcat and show you. There's a little plastic cover, or cap rather, that clips on just to cover up those nuts and bolts. That way it makes it look, cleaner under the hood. Now I know, again, they were trying to save weight everywhere they could, but that's a piece that weighs a couple of ounces. I don't understand why they wouldn't have put that on there. Now this side you don't see because of the coolant catch can, but or coolant reservoir tank. But yeah, so that's another thing that kind of caught my eye when I opened the hood is, man, it needs something there. It needs those nuts and bolts need to be covered up. But yeah, so that's the last and final thing that I feel like they could have done better on the Demon. So I'll go over and show you the Charger and under the hood and show you what they did on that to cover those up. So as you can see on the Charger, they put these black caps over the strut tower bolts. That way it just makes it look nice and clean. It doesn't stick out to you. And then same thing over here. But yeah, so I just feel like they could have added this part. I mean, like I said, it probably weighs a few ounces. It's, as far as weight savings, that wouldn't make or break the car from running a good time or being, light. So there you have it. There's 5 things I hate about the Dodge Demon. Not necessarily hate, let's be honest, but things that caught my eye that I would have done differently if I was designing the car or building the car. But overall, this car is badass. I can't wait until the weather breaks here in Michigan so that we can go out and test this thing. Like I said, there's a lot more content to come. We're going to be doing Hellcat versus Demon videos and just a whole bunch of street racing videos this summer. It's going to be sweet. So stay tuned. If you like the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next video. Thanks for watching.